Hey there, friend. Welcome to Create Conversations. This podcast is designed to connect you with entrepreneurs and creatives from across the country and sometimes around the world. When I was first starting my business, I really didn't have that sense of community to connect with, to bounce ideas off of, to really know that I'm going the right direction or was doing something right. That's why I created this podcast, to give you that community in hopes that it can inspire you and drive you forward through your entrepreneurial journey. So without further ado, let's create some conversations. Hey there, friends, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about finding your story. And today, it's just me, so hope you're not disappointed. But finding your story is something I definitely talk a lot about. If you guys follow me on Instagram, it's something I talk about all the time. And being a personal branding photographer or a branding photographer or portrait photographer, all my list of titles, is something that I harp on a lot. And the reasoning is because for branding photography, I'm telling the story of your business. I'm telling the why you're doing it and really sharing with your audience through pictures why they should care about you and your business and why they should invest. So let's break that down a little bit. So a lot of people say that your story is your why. I'm sure everyone's heard, like, what's your why? What's your story? And for a long time, it was really hard for me to figure that out fully. And it wasn't really until I moved to Nashville, and I honestly was having a lot of struggles with finding clients for weddings, for seniors. It was a real struggle, and it felt like, okay, I had a lot of success back in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin. Why is it so hard here? It shouldn't be that hard, because I was kind of doing the same things as I was in Wisconsin. I did a wedding show here in Nashville, which was different, which I had never done in Wisconsin, but it just nothing really happened. I never really got any clients or really anything. And one can argue that I didn't try hard enough or I didn't do the right things, and I've gone through this more and more times, so I talk about it in my first episode of this podcast, and I also talk about it on my YouTube channel, which I'll link those in the show notes and in the description. But it just got to the point for me that I'm just like, why is it this hard? And really started to look at the why for my business. Like, why am I doing this? Like, yes, of course, it would be great to work for myself, have my own hours, have my own time, kind of have control of that, and being an 8 on the Enneagram scale for the most part, I like control. But I also started to realize, especially through this podcast, that I love to connect with other entrepreneurs. I love to connect with this community. The first time I had a real connection with this community that was like, oh my God, this is amazing, was when I actually went to Hope Taylor's photographer's retreat in Nashville. What would that be, in 2018? So like a little over a year ago. Again, I've told her over and over again how grateful I am that she had that, and that I invested in her courses to lead me to the point to meet amazing people that I've already interviewed on the podcast. And that was like my first experience ever working with, or ever like connecting with other photographers, let alone entrepreneurs. Because my initial feeling of that, or like when I first started in Milwaukee, it felt like it was very cutthroat. Like, everyone's out for themselves. Like, you need to like keep your cards close to your chest. Like, there was nothing that I felt was welcoming in any sense until I went to that retreat. And then from then on, I've had such great experience with so many entrepreneurs and meeting them from across the country and even from other countries. And it's just been crazy. So really thinking back to that, I was like, this is what I love, is working with these people and helping them, because I'm running a business too. I'm side hustling. I'm working a 9 to 5 and then coming home and editing pictures. I'm doing the same things that they're probably doing, or they're juggling other things. Why can't I help them? Why do I have to cater to this other audience when I'm so invested into the audience that I'm in? So that's really what drove me in this direction. And probably that's what my why is. My why is I want to help these entrepreneurs grow. I want to see my friends grow, and I want to be there to help them. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care if you hire me and pay me money to take your pictures or to do whatever. I want to just help you grow, because seeing you succeed and become an amazing entrepreneur, creative, whatever you are, amazing person, that makes me happy, because it's just building each other up and making a better world and becoming and being nicer people to help other people. Like, it's just the circle of life. And yes, I will reference Disney all the time. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, at Vanessa Jordan Photo. I talk all about Disney because I love Disney. And side note, sidetrack. So for you, finding your story, that is going to be very much an inner journey. You really have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? Like, of course, if it's like, oh, I have a little extra cash, yeah, that's great. But really, why do you continue to do this? Maybe that's the question you should be asking yourself. Why do you continue to do this every day? Why do you stay up late to answer emails? Why do you stay up late to edit photos? Why do you get up early to do a photo session at sunrise? Why do you do these things? Why do you do it? And if you continue, like, you may not have an answer right away. Clearly I didn't, and I'm already in my 3rd year in business, and it took me this long to really figure out my true calling and my true path and my true why. Just keep asking yourself that every day, and taking a note from my friend Katie and her note on journaling. If you don't follow Kate and Co. on Instagram, she's incredible and amazing. Please go follow her and give her all the love and support, because she's amazing. But anyway, she was talking about journaling, and something that she's talked about is journaling how you're feeling in the morning, giving gratitude, which I've definitely adopted and tried to make that a part of my morning routine, as hard as it can be. But it really has helped me address my feelings and really see how I'm feeling and how I'm doing, because there's been a lot of changes and in my life, and it's hard sometimes to really address them and address what's going on. So I challenge you to take a notebook or take a journal. I'm sure we all have one that we thought was pretty, bought at TJ Maxx or Target, because you know that dollar section is going to get you. And you're like, I'm going to journal, I'm going to do this, and you don't. It just sits there. You try like a couple weeks and it just sits there. Take that one, start on a new page, and ask yourself that question every day. Why do I do this? Why do I get up every morning to go do a sunrise session? Why do I stay up late to answer emails? And eventually you'll find the why. You'll find your story. And from that why, you'll be able to curate this story. And these are things that you continuously talk about, and the things that you're really passionate about. Like, I'm very passionate on investing in good photography. I'm very passionate about talking about side hustling and doing the 9 to 5, as well as doing a passionate business that you really love. I'm passionate about Disney. I'm passionate about helping other entrepreneurs grow and learn and telling their stories. And I'm also very passionate about like teaching people and helping people grow. And just all these things that are your why, you're going to find your story that then you can curate and then be able to tell others. because these are things that you're going to be saying over and over and over again, and it may seem like a broken record, but it's really the things that you're going to be known for, which then in turn will help your audience or your clients be able to say, oh, so-and-so is an amazing wedding photographer. She does all these beautiful bridal portraits. You should go hire her or hire him, or whatever you do. That will be your calling card, which will then help you grow and help you be successful in your business. So with that big question is, what's your story or what's your why? It may seem silly. It may seem like, why do I need that? I already have a successful business. I'm already doing this. I'm already doing that. But it's really to help you grow and to help connect with your audience. And a lot of the times everyone feels on Instagram, it's just like you have that imposter syndrome feeling, or you have like, oh, so-and-so's there and they're doing that. Like, why am I not there? Why is this not working for me? But the thing you have to remember is the Instagram is a highlight reel. But you want to tell that highlight reel in a way that makes you memorable, and it makes your audience want to engage and create an amazing community. Because wouldn't you want that? Don't you want people supporting you and investing in you, other than just having hundreds of thousands of followers and you get hundreds of thousands of likes but no one really engages? I'd rather have like 100 followers who actually engage and actually care versus thousands that really don't. So finding your story, finding your why is really going to connect you with those people who really care and really want to see the best in you. And you know those Instagram platforms or those creators or those influencers or whatever, you know those people that you're like, you see an Instagram story pop up and you're like, I need to watch it. You see their Instagram post and you need to double tap, you need to comment, you need to do this. Like, those are the ones you're looking forward to, and those are the ones that you are connected to. So wouldn't you want to be that way for someone else? These are just questions that pop up in my brain, but I wanted to share these with you all because it is something that I harp on all the time. As a branding photographer, I always say, like, I want to tell your story, tell your authentic story, tell your authentic self about your business, and showcase who you are. And really, I hope this helped to break down what that actually means and what that actually looks like. Because a lot of time it can just seem like buzzwords and you just are like, I don't know what that means. Like, story, sure. My why, sure. No idea what that means. Because a lot of the times people just throw out words and you're just like, yeah. No, I really have no idea what you're saying. But you don't want to say that. So I hope this talk or chat really helped you kind of jog some ideas and really understand what that means. And really, if you have any further questions about this, feel free to DM me or email me. Like, I will talk about this for days. And I am more than willing to talk to you guys about finding it for yourself and really figuring out what are things that make you unique, what are things that makes your business unique, that will showcase to the world. And really, if you're a business that you don't have a single sole face, like mine is me, and you're just a brand, that's okay too. There's a story to everything. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you didn't have to have a tragic backstory to get where you are. No. Like, there's a business I worked with for a branding session, Pandy Cotton Candy, and there is no really big face to that brand. There's the owner, of course, and we took pictures and headshots and whatever, but really a big part of their brand are their employees, which are like high school, college age kids that twirl and spin the cotton candy. And the big part of Pandy Cotton Candy is that it's gourmet cotton candy that actually legit tastes like the flavors that they say. Like, she gave me a thing of birthday cake cotton candy. Oh my God, it tastes like birthday cake. If you are in the Nashville area, look them up because their cotton candy is insane. But the whole point is they're revolutionary. I can't speak today. They are revolutionizing cotton candy, and that's their story, and how they have grown substantially in a year. Like, that's insane. So you really don't have to have like an elaborate backstory like mine when I'm like, I had a horrible senior session, so that's why I got into photography and now I want to help entrepreneurs. Like, no, you don't need to have a tragic backstory. All you need is a reason why you're doing this. And telling that story and making it relatable will help people relate to you, which then in turn will help them invest in your business and want to invest in your business. So I hope this really helped you guys understand this breakdown of your why and your story. And really, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I am more than willing to talk about this. Until next time, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening to today's podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you leave a review because that really, really helps us grow the show. If you want to continue to support this podcast, head over to our Patreon from the link in the description or the link in the show notes, where you can sign up for one of 3 tiers where you get exclusive merch, a direct line to me to tell me who I should have on the show, as well as getting to hear and see the podcast days before it releases to the public. I'm so excited for all the other exciting things that I'm going to be sharing with my patrons, and I can't wait to see you there. This podcast is also sponsored by HoneyBook. HoneyBook is an amazing client management service that I've been using for years, and they are absolutely incredible. They are so incredible that they're giving you guys an exclusive deal for 50% off your first year with them. That is a $200 savings, which is so crazy and so amazing. So you guys should head over to the link in the description or the link in the show notes to grab that amazing deal. This podcast is edited and produced by Earbrads. You can find them at Earbrads on Instagram or at earbrads.com. You can find me at Vanessa Jordan Photo on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, and you can also find me on my YouTube channel, Vanessa Jordan Photography, if you are listening to the podcast version and not watching the YouTube version of this podcast. And you can also find me at vanessajordanphotograph.com. And until next time, I cannot wait to create some amazing conversations with you.